2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along too from the sideline. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Heat, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Bosh. And it's LeBron James, and it's Haslem in at the 4. And for the Bobcats, pairing in the backcourt, it's Walker and Henderson. And playing at the center position, the premier low-post weapon out of Prentice, Mississippi. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big 3 throughout the season and playoffs last year.
Well, as you said, Clark, the big 3 in their prime, but really, you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust themselves before they make it to the playoffs.
I thought, Kevin, along those lines, I thought by the end of last season, Miami was exhausted. And once you try to win a 3rd title in a row, the emotional fatigue and exhaustion really becomes a factor. So this is going to be interesting to watch all year.
Now, here's Chalmers. Wade, Henderson defending. Wade can't hit. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak with Eric Spoelstra for a moment. We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
And thank you, Doris.
What a finish with that hoop. He is arguably the best defensive player in the game today. The amazing thing is that he can guard all 5 positions. If you think back, I think that's unprecedented. I don't think anybody has ever had that type of defensive ability in the history of this league.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I mean, and his defense is so good it even makes highlights. How about that? I mean, you love his aggressiveness, chasing down blocks, staying on ball handlers at the hip. I mean, knocking the ball against the backboard. I mean, he does everything, and he does it with such force and agility and flair. But it's kind of understated flair. I mean, he is really quite special as a player. You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
Here's Henderson. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Walker. Kicks it to Henderson. The pass to Jefferson. Tries again. The shot is off. Bosh with some nice D. And for Bosh, playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls. And, you know, the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller. And Bosh can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
That's tipped. Henderson dishes to Walker. Shot to stop the run, and Wade sends it back. In transition, here comes Miami. Chalmers running. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
Miami shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. The first one falls.
The Bobcats, one of the worst teams in the league over the last couple of seasons, actually had the worst winning percentage ever back in 11-12. But they've made a commitment to rebuilding through the draft, and clearly when you do that, there's going to be some pain along the way.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Walker. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. It's going to be on Udonis Haslem. The Bobcats shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That one is off. And back to the Bobcats. Steve, do you see a light at the end of the tunnel for them?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. They brought in a new coach in Steve Clifford, who's well regarded. They signed Jefferson. So I think they're going to be better. I think they'll win more games, but they're still a ways away from being a playoff team. They've got to continue to build this roster, be patient, and try to put themselves in position to win.
Back to Chalmers. And too long on the shot.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Andersen. Backing down is Jefferson. Charlotte moving it around. There's Walker with the three. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Chalmers passes to Wade. Feeds to Haslem. The kick out to LeBron. Clock at 4. And easy 2 points on the layup. LeBron's got 9 points.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Walker dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. McRoberts outside. Walker. There's the feed to Jefferson. Pulls up on the wing. Jump shot is good. Here's Chalmers. On offense, here are the Heat. They're on an 11-3 run. Passes to Wade. LeBron outside. LeBron gets the screen from Bosh. He feeds it to Chalmers. It's rebounded by McRoberts. McRoberts has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Back to Walker. Left side Walker. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Walker. Shot left block.
Well, it looks like it's in his head right now. He looks tight. He's not producing, and his team's struggling as well.
Here's LeBron. He dishes it to Chalmers. No good from outside.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Walker goes in. Inside to Jefferson, and it's D. Wade with the rebound.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
LeBron's shot is good.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Here's Walker, and it's blocked by Bosh. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. A different look for Miami. Andersen comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Allen in for Udonis Haslem. Kidd-Gilchrist sends the pick for Zeller. The dish to Henderson. Pass to Walker. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 7. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. They'll go to the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
You know, Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication, has really become an outstanding coach. That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Dishes it to Henderson. Back to Walker. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Chalmers. To the middle. Soft touch off the glass. And now a 10-point Heat lead. And back to Coach Erik Spoelstra. As a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart, Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat move, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I got a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for the Heat. Norris Cole comes in for Mario Chalmers. He dishes it to Neal. Neal gets a screen from Zeller. Shots good by Neal.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Here's LeBron. Outside for Lewis. He passes to Andersen.
Talking about Chris Andersen, guys, the Birdman. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to fly last season, but he did latch on with a very good Miami Heat team who was in need of some help rebounding, which is his strength. He still can do that and block shots as well.
For Miami, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throw.
The Bobcats making a switch here. Ridnour's checked in. Puts the lead pass in front of him. On the basket by Douglas Roberts. And the Birdman, a fan favorite from his days in Denver. The tattoos, his kinetic style of play, certainly drawing attention.
Well, he's an athletic presence inside at both ends of the floor. Defensively, he can slide his feet and block shots. And offensively, he's a guy who kind of hangs out on the weak side and finishes plays by catching and dunking.
Ridnour kicks to Biyombo. Up top, Douglas Roberts. Charlotte moving the ball around. They get it again. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And so it looks like the Bobcats will retain possession here.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
He kicks to Zeller. Pass to Ridnour. Feeds to Douglas Roberts. The pass to Neal. There's the dish to Douglas Roberts. Clock at 6.
Well, they find themselves with a big deficit here in the first. One category that jumps out at me, second chance point. Only one bucket for him.
LeBron dishes to Lewis. Kicks to Allen. LeBron James on the wing. 18 feet out. No good off the back of the rim.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
The feed to Neal. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. LeBron passes to Cole. Back to LeBron. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. LeBron's got 13 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Ridnour kicks to Neal. Passes it to Zeller. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds to the Bobcats as Charlotte retains possession. Takes the lead pass. And Luke Ridnour, the bucket on the assist by Zeller. Ridnour's got his first bucket in this one. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. But what do you think they need to do to get back in the game here?
Well, Kevin, one thing, they've got plenty of time, that's for sure. And I think establishing their inside presence, picking up the intensity and the effort, creating more hustle opportunities, and then rebounding the basketball. That's a lot, but they've got a lot of work to do.
Sounds like a good lesson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and the ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And the dunk by Zeller. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
LeBron against Douglas Roberts. Allen for the three. Great D that time from Neal. And back to the Heat in their play on the road. 29 wins for them as the visiting side. And that was in another category compared to every other team in the league. Steve, nobody else really even came close.
No, nobody did. And I'll tell you what, when they went on their huge winning streak, it wasn't like they did it all at home. In fact, 13 of those 27 games during their winning streak were on the road. And that's not easy to do.
Now, here's Ridnour, defended by Cole. Douglas Roberts against LeBron. Kicks it out to Ridnour. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Zeller. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Bosh is checked in for Andersen. LeBron drives in. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. LeBron's got 20 points. Bobcats trail by 14. Neal dishes to Ridnour. Pass to Biyombo. He kicks it to Neal. Charlotte moving the ball around. Douglas Roberts passes to Ridnour. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Douglas Roberts. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Douglas Roberts has got his second basket. Now here's Bosh. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's blocked by Neal. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Heat. They lead by 12. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
Ridnour kicks to McRoberts. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Guys, one of the biggest challenges with young teams that have started to lose is changing the culture. Being able to establish a way of working that doesn't allow losing to be accepted. This team has got a long way to go in that regard, but they're on the right track.
Well, the culture in the locker room is definitely a real thing to conquer if you're a franchise that's been near the bottom for a while. Steve, the Bobcats seem to understand that and are looking for guys that want to work.
I agree. That's why they drafted Michael Kidd-Gilchrist a couple years ago, Jeffrey Taylor, Cody Zeller. They're trying to get guys that hate losing, that want to come in and build that culture you're talking about. So we'll see if some of that attitude can carry over and turn this team around.
Second team foul.
LeBron against Douglas Roberts. Back to Jefferson. Makes it off the glass. Jefferson's got 6 points.
One thing Al Jefferson has worked on through his career is being able to pass better out of the post. And for a guy who draws as much attention as he does on the block, that's a nice asset to have.
Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. Bosh, he dishes it to LeBron. He passes it to Allen. Again, Allen missing. And Clark, you mentioned where Al Jefferson is improved. You know, borderline all-stars. You wonder if Stevie is going to get to the next level.
Well, I think the big thing is he's got to improve defensively because his offense is really played at an all-star level. He's really tough to guard down there. But defensively, he's a little slow guarding pick and roll. But if he continues to work at it and maybe improve a little bit, I think he could get into that all-star game.
And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, there is no doubt Chris Bosh has taken his share of criticism in Miami. People call them, quote, the big 2.5, saying he hasn't lived up to that top billing. But for Erik Spoelstra, he said he is our most important player. We've said that for 3 seasons. He allows everything to work on both ends of the court. Guys, you think about it, offensively, he's a floor spacer and an offensive rebounder. And defensively, he anchors the Heat inside. Spoelstra called him, quote, a perfect fit for their system.
He's got the length factor to be sure. Thanks, Doris. Walker against Chalmers. Fires from the line. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Heat leading by 12. Wade outside. Outside Bosh. Feeds it to Chalmers. Misses off the left iron. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. Jefferson dishes to Walker. And McRoberts kicks to Jefferson.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
Walker against Chalmers. Chalmers off the pick from Bosh. Chalmers pass to Bosh. Gets it to go.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Bobcats trail by 12. Outside, Walker. The pass to Henderson. Back to Walker. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Henderson, no good.
Easy look there, but, he misses those once in a while.
Here's Wade. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Back to Walker. Walker gets a screen from McRoberts. Walker dishes to McRoberts. The kick out to Walker. Clock at 6. Wade brings the double team. Here's Henderson. Good on the three-point shot. Henderson's got 5 now.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
LeBron drives in. It's stolen by Jefferson. Now here's Henderson. Wade is covering. Right side to Walker. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Jefferson. Shoots. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And it's Wade penetrating. Back to LeBron. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Only 1 turnover so far in the game for him, Kevin. Another reason they're in the lead with halftime approaching, taking care of the ball.
Walker against Chalmers. Henderson kicks to Walker. Walker gets a screen from Henderson. Walker in the post. Defended by Chalmers. Shot's good by Walker.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Wade dishes to Haslem. LeBron outside. Bosh, a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, if there was no salary cap, no max contract in the NBA, you'd have to wonder what LeBron James would demand for his salary. I mean, he clearly is worth more than the maximum you can pay him because he's so far ahead of everybody else in the league in terms of talent. I think Kevin Durant is probably the only one who comes close to him in terms of a guy of that size and that ability.
And it's Walker penetrating, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Jefferson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And going back to the topic of max contracts, if those were higher relative to the cap, it might be harder to assemble the big 3-star trios we, for instance, see in Miami.
And Kevin, I think that's where we're heading with the new CBA. It's going to be more and more difficult to put 3 max guys together. And so teams are kind of working their way through this new CBA, trying to figure out how they're going to structure their payrolls going forward.
Bobcats trail by 8. Outside, Walker. The dish now to Henderson. Back to Walker. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jefferson.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively. You know, it's not so much that the Heat score a lot of points. It's just that they score them in spurts. And it almost is a surprise when they end the possession without scoring or getting an easy shot. So good at spacing the floor and moving the ball.
Back to Walker. Kicks to Jefferson. The feed to Henderson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Clark, just as you said, the Heat just so efficient offensively. Made about half those shots they took on the year and ended up with the best shooting percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
Well, it was all about floor spacing and LeBron, Kevin. They put shooters everywhere, but LeBron and Wade would attack, and they had really good flow and movement with the ball. And I think over time now, given this team 3 years now, it's one of the best offenses in the league.
Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Miami. Andersen with it. He's got 7. And Walker kicks to Andersen. Back to Walker. Here's Zeller. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Rashard Lewis picks one up. The Bobcats have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for LeBron.
Well, you know, this last offseason, the Bobcats announced their intention to change the team name to the Hornets, reclaiming the name of the original Charlotte franchise that left for New Orleans in 2002.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Bobcats trail by 9. Now Henderson. Outside, Walker. Stolen by Andersen. And now the fast break. Andersen with the ball. Lewis defended by Kidd-Gilchrist. No good from Wade. And just like New Orleans chose a name, the Pelicans, that has local significance, the Hornets, a historical reference to Charlotte's rebellious fighting spirit during the American Revolution. Steve, you just tell me about this. Fascinates you.
It does. I'm an American history buff, Kevin, and I'm also an NBA history buff. And you think back to the Hornets in Charlotte originally, they sold out for 9 straight seasons. So the Hornets nickname absolutely belongs in Charlotte.
For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Walker. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty, the way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And that's not all there is to say about him, Steve. I mean, he also is a master of the pick and roll. Get the ball in his hands and set a screen for him, and there will be an easy bucket after it.
To the inside, Biyombo. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, thank you. There was a lot of thought about how the Heat could improve after they lost to the Mavs in the 2011 NBA Finals. Many called for a veteran point guard, but the team felt comfortable with who they had. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, "We felt we had one of the younger point guard tandems in the league that we can build on and offer us championship minutes right now." They grew into that role and were a big part of their back-to-back titles. Spoelstra says they earned it with their hard work, and he couldn't be happier, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Kidd-Gilchrist, pass to Henderson. 5 on the clock. Misses off the right iron.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Here's Wade. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And as he has gained more experience in the league, Wade has taught himself to rely a bit more on his jump shot and a little less on attacking the rim. But still, you see his confidence really lies in his ability to attack the lane.
The Heat making a switch here. Cole's checked in. And Wade, still a player who thrives on getting in the lane, Clark, and for his career, under 30% from long range.
Yeah, you know, his jump shot is more of a mid-range weapon, quite honestly. He loves the bank shot, loves the floaters, and he's always looking to get somebody in the air with that pump fake. And usually, more times than not, guys bite, and he gets free throws.
He gets to the line, you're right.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
From deep, Neal, count the bucket. Neal's got 5 points so far.
Now the shots are starting to fall a little bit more than they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, they say it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive in golf. Well, a shaky start can be overcome because now they're starting to heat up.
And out of bounds as the Bobcats gain possession. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Miami. Bobcats trail by 4. He feeds it to Zeller. Back to Walker. Lets it fly. Sean Lewis pulls it in. Lewis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Cole dishes to Andersen. He kicks to Cole. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Miami no good on that time either. Charlotte's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Allen against Douglas Roberts. Pass to Neal. Dishes to Biyombo. Backs him down. Lets it go. Excellent D there from Chalmers. The Heat leading by 4. Allen passes to Andersen. He dishes it to Cole. Feeds it to Chalmers. Fires the 3. No good. Charlotte's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. The kick out to Walker. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lewis gets a screen from Andersen. Lewis kicks to Andersen. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Andersen's got 6 points in the quarter.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Here's Walker. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half is now in the books. Heat lead by 6. Stay with us, folks.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
I hope your weekend's off to a great start this Saturday night. Thanks so much for
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
No good from Wade. Bobcats trail by 4. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum building.
Haslem a screen on Walker. Wade kicks to Chalmers. Shoots the 3. The shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Outside, Walker to tie, and the layup is good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
You know, when you have a season that the Bobcats had last year, it's easy to look at a number of low points, but perhaps the lowest point was being down by 50 points to the Thunder in the game early in the season. And that one's hard to swallow.
And as you said, Clark, to be down 50 points to any team really is a low point for a team, and did sum up the Bobcat season last year. Just too little offense and, Steve, not enough defense.
How about that combination, Kevin? Too little offense, not enough defense. I think that usually will signify a poor season.
Shots good by Jefferson.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Chalmers dishes to Bosh. Kicks it out to LeBron. Now the pass to Wade. Now the feed to Chalmers. Chalmers off the pick from Bosh. Chalmers passes to Wade. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And that's now 11 points for Dwayne Wade. Bobcats trail by 3. Outside, Walker. Floats one.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now the dish to McRoberts. Back to Walker. He passes to Henderson. Clock at 6. Moves back up. Rejected by LeBron. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. The shot is off. Great D that time for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Udonis Haslem.
Look at the points in the paint, the inside game. It's been very one-sided here for a while now.
Well, the defense just hasn't been physical enough at the rim. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have come from the paint. It's a scary thought for the league, guys, if Michael Kidd-Gilchrist ever gets a reliable jump shot. I mean, his ability to slash and get to the bucket combined with a consistent jumper would make him one of the toughest guys in the league to guard.
Poked loose. The kick out to Bosh. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's LeBron outside. That's good. LeBron's got 29. And for Kidd-Gilchrist, the outside shot is a work in progress. I'll tell you what, though, he is a great slasher.
He's tough. He's got a good handle on the ball, and when he gets in the open floor, finishes well at the rim, sometimes through contact because of his strength. So, yeah, you're right. The jump shot is the last component.
And stolen by Chalmers. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That's good from Henderson.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great teams until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
The drive by Wade. Chalmers cannot hit. Walker with some nice deep.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. McRoberts dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Charlotte no good that time either. The Heat leading by 5. Shot from 6. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Walker the pass to Andersen. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Gerald Henderson, a 6'5" shooting guard out of Duke, guys, and we all know his father played in the NBA for 13 years and was a member of a Celtics championship team back in the mid-'80s. Gerald Jr. came into the league rebounding and defending at a high level very early.
And speaking of Henderson, Steve, you can tell he's really put the work in to improve his game.
Yeah, I like his game. He's shown improvement both with his shooting and his playmaking. I thought he was kind of a straight-line drive guy coming out of Duke, but now he's able to navigate his way around screen and rolls, and he's always been a really good on-ball defender.
Bobcats trail by 3. Back to Jefferson. Kicks it to Henderson. Walker against Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Henderson. D right on him. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Miami with the ball. And here's Wade. He's got 11. LeBron outside. LeBron right side. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Haslem, pass to LeBron, 5 to shoot, and here's Chalmers for 3. Henderson pulls it in.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Jefferson gets the bucket.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies, be physical.
And that one's good by LeBron.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And it's Walker penetrating. Passes it to Andersen. He feeds it to Jefferson. Second chance effort. Miami grabs the miss. Bosh has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Haslem dishes to Wade. He kicks it to Chalmers. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. The Heat making a switch here. Here's Wade. Wade right side. Pass to Chalmers. Dives for it. Just 3 to shoot. Allen defended by McRoberts. Allen, that's good.
Well, Allen is the all-time leader in three-pointers made, past Reggie Miller a couple years ago. So obviously you have to worry about him out there. But what makes Allen so good is that he can also put the ball on the floor, get into the paint, and score at that mid-range area as well.
And he really has a fondness for those corners. I mean, you just can't help off of him. Too much of a threat from out there. You've got to stay connected to him.
Miami's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Back to Wade. Dishes to Allen. Allen left side. The kick out to LeBron. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
I love when he takes the ball inside. That's when he seems to really get on a roll.
Zeller, he's checked in for the Heat. Henderson comes in for Kemba Walker. Free throw good, LeBron.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Here's Ridnour. He dishes it to Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the bucket and the foul. Allen picks one up.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for Al Jefferson.
Gerald Henderson coming off his best season, guys. Three-point shooting was one of his weaknesses, and he made a huge leap in that area. Shot around 37% from the arc, much better than his first 3 seasons.
And the dunk by Zeller.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
The kick out to LeBron. Feeds it to Cole. Lets the 3 fly. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, going back to Henderson and the 3-point shot, despite his improvement, not one he leaned on that heavily.
Well, that's smart, because if you're not a great 3-point shooter, you've got to be very selective. And more often than not, Henderson would shoot the corner 3, but avoid the longer ones. That's a sign of maturity. It's a sign of a player who understands his limitations.
Cole, the pass to Allen. LeBron kicks to Wade. Miami no good on that time either. Good ball movement here by the Heat. The drive by LeBron. Allen with the screen for LeBron. Leads him in there. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
No good. Some solid defense from Cody Zeller. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Douglas Roberts. Here's Henderson. Tries yet again. Blocked. But they'll get another chance. And Douglas Roberts kicks to Andersen. And there's the pass to Douglas Roberts. The feed now to Henderson. There's the dish to Zeller. That's good. Zeller's got 8.
One of the drawbacks to the Heat going with the small lineup is they get pummeled on the glass. Last season, they fell into the bottom 10 in the league in rebound rate, but because they force turnovers and are so active pressuring the ball, they often overcame that rebounding disadvantage.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. A different look for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for LeBron. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Andersen, and Jefferson sends it back. 1:30 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Walker. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And now a 6-point Bobcat lead. And for the Heat, they can't expect to crush teams on the boards, giving up size the way they do, but their willingness to bend, Steve, is incredibly impressive.
No doubt. I mean, you're talking about, of course, LeBron, but also, you know, Shane Battier playing the power forward, Chris Andersen, the Birdman, going up against a lot of bigger fives. Now, this is a team that has a lot of grit and toughness, and they scrap for every loose ball and every rebound, and they have to in order to win.
Haslem. He's checked in for Chris Anderson. Douglas Roberts dishes to Ridnour. Here's Zeller. Miami grabs the miss.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot. Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
And Douglas Roberts kicks to Zeller. Douglas Roberts. Up top, Walker. Passes it to Douglas Roberts. He passes to Ridnour. From about 19 feet. That one wide left. The Heat trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Chalmers. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's his first trip to the line.
Quality free throw shooter a year ago, about 79%.
The free throw drops for Chalmers. And the Bobcats making a change here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Fast break now for Charlotte. Douglas Roberts' shot is off.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bobcats?
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
Chalmers with it. Now defended by Douglas Roberts. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. It's going to send Chris Bosh to the free throw line. It goes on Cody Zeller. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Zeller.
Well, coming off a title last year, you always wonder if a team will maybe relax a little bit. They usually won't admit to it, but Chris Bosh readily said it at times that his team had a difficult time lighting that fire again.
Neal passes to Jefferson. Kicks it to Neal. Pass to Walker. Walker gets a screen from McRoberts. Here's Neal. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. I'm going to go back to what Bosh said. I think that is true for every team, Clark, that comes off a championship, but they usually don't admit it like Bosh did.
Well, you know what? Once you've won it all, there is a bit of a relief and a little malaise that may settle over you, but I've always respected Bosh's candor. He's a guy who doesn't bite his tongue, and he articulates what he feels, and I think it's impressive that they fought back to the finals once more, because that shows they eventually did recapture that fight. Well, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Backing down is Jefferson. And Neal kicks to Walker. Nice D from Cole. And Miami shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. It's LeBron with the try.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
McRoberts dishes to Douglas Roberts. Can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Wade penetrating. He feeds it to Cole. Cole off the pick from Haslem. Cole the pass to LeBron. Off target from outside. Charlotte trailing. Right side to Walker. He kicks it to Jefferson. He's up against Bosh. The 8-footer, and it's blocked by Bosh. Cole dishes to Haslem, and that one is stuffed right through. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Miami.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Miami leading by 4. Wade kicks to LeBron. Excellent D there from Douglas Roberts.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Walker with it, and Bosh picks him up defensively. Walker goes in. Sweet little floater. Walker's got 19 points.
That's such a feel shot, that floater over the top.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
And the shot is good. LeBron's got 38 points.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Here's Jefferson. Jefferson can't get that one to fall.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
It's off his leg, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Wade outside. Gives him the lead pass. Bosh passes to LeBron. Down low. From the stripe, Wade, Henderson defending, just 4 to shoot. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Chalmers. Now it's a 7-point Miami lead. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Jefferson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Jefferson's got 21.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
Wade gets a screen from Haslem. Wade dishes to Haslem, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Walker goes in. Can't cash in from close range.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 6 assists now in the game. Bobcats trail by 9. Up top, Walker, defended by Chalmers. Walker against Chalmers. Shoots it. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 21 in the game. Miami leading by 7. Pass to Haslem. Kicks it out to LeBron. Haslem, the pass to LeBron. Dishes it to Chalmers. No good on the 3.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, you might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Walker with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Walker dishes to Jefferson. Feeds to Henderson. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 4 on the clock. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Miami grabs the miss. Bosh has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Chalmers. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Jefferson. Stolen by Chalmers. And oh, here we go. Chalmers has got it. The fast break chance. And that one's good. LeBron's got 40 points.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Henderson kicks to Walker. There's the pass to Andersen. The dish to Douglas Roberts. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. Clock at 6. The feet to Henderson. Drops in the layup for 2. The Heat leading by 9. Wade with it. Jefferson picks him up. Here's Haslem. And it's good. Fought through contact. Gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Henderson. Wade is covering. And here's Walker outside. Miami grabs the miss. Wade's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
LeBron. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Passes to Andersen. Kicks it to Walker. Outside Kidd-Gilchrist. Back to Walker. A 3-ball. Gets it to go. Walker's got 13 points in the second half.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it because they have to get a hand in his face.
And that one's good. And that's now 18 points for Dwayne Wade.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Bobcats trail by 10. Now here's Andersen, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Kidd-Gilchrist with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Pass to Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. McRoberts' shot is good.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
The Heat leading by 8. Here's Chalmers. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist. Kidd-Gilchrist has got 7 rebounds in the game. He feeds it to Jefferson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
It's been a nice game for Jefferson. He's got 21 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Chalmers passes to Bosh. He kicks to Haslem. Stolen by Henderson. Here's Walker. He passes to Henderson. Back to Walker. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Walker's got 26 points.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
1:57 left in the 4th. Bosh a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. LeBron dishes to Bosh. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And the Heat lead by 6. And the Bobcats call time here. They're losing by 6. 1:49 left here in the 4th quarter. And Walker kicks to Andersen. Pass to Jefferson. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Henderson. That's 28 points for Kemba Walker.
This quarter has brought out the best in each other. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
It's LeBron with the drive. And out of bounds as the Bobcats gain possession. Bobcats trail by 4. Outside, Walker dishes it to Jefferson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Chris Bosh. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Wade outside. Feeds to Chalmers. The Heat need to get a shot off. Wade. Second shot opportunity. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Check out the game for Bosh. He's got 10 rebounds and 3 blocks. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I'd like most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end and first guy back defensively as well.
And it's Walker penetrating. He dishes it to McRoberts. Stolen by Chalmers. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's how you get the crowd on its feet.
Huge bucket.
They've been waiting for that one, guys.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
And he hits both free throws in. So now it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Walker. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
The 2 points are pretty much a lot when they're able to get the ball into that position inside.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And the pass to Henderson. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Haslem. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to